Council has discussed crypto regulations and legislations at length, and we have come to the conclusion that instead of regulating, we are going to ape a fat bag each into laptop and pump it to over $1,300,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 market cap. Let's fucking go, crackheads.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Morning Coffee. I got my coffee locked and loaded, ready to go, because we have to talk about some very interesting stuff. Institutional FOMO. So institutions FOMOing into Bitcoin, FOMOing into crypto, building projects with crypto like crazy at the moment. That we will discuss for sure today, and we are also going to talk about the charts. We're going to talk about the Bitcoin chart. We're going to talk about Bitcoin dominance and altcoin seasons today. And we are going to talk about Ecomi and Veve, as there is one of the biggest drop weeks ahead of Ecomi and Veve so far. So stay tuned for all of that right after the intro. So, good morning to all of you. I see already a couple of people in the chat. Katsohi is there and liked the intro. Patrick Bultman is also here, GM. Good to see you guys. So guys, make sure to smash up the like button right now whenever you're seeing this live or afterwards. It's very important that you smash the like button to bring the stream out to more and more people. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and tick the bell to always get notified whenever I upload a video. By the way, you see here this subscriber number right here on the screen, right? It's stuck at 4,081. That is because since this dip, no one in retail gives a damn about crypto and Bitcoin. And that means if you're subscribing right now, you're basically an OG then of my channel. Not as much as maybe the rare hodlers, which you're becoming, by the way, if you are subscribing to the YouTube channel as a channel member. Then you will find yourself afterwards here on this big screen behind me. I thank each and every one of you rare hodlers here, Trucking Hank and Patrick Bultman representing. For that, we're not taking sponsorships because we're channel member sponsored, rare hodler sponsored. So this time is for you guys. Katsohi says, weird, Veve is mostly non-Blackpink fans. Why would we want the stuff? No, actually, there are many people in Veve that will go for this, but why would we want the stuff? Hey guys, maybe we don't. Maybe we should leave it to the fans, right? Maybe we should leave it to the fandom that is coming in. That's a good sip of coffee. Actually, another one. Crypto morning coffee, guys. Let's jump right in. So, Bitcoin. We are very happy because this was a stressing, so to say, 2 months here since Bitcoin. Let me quickly refresh here so that everything's good and put the chat where it belongs. There. That was a little bit of a stressful 2 months here with the downturn, where people were literally claiming under my YouTube videos, but also under my live streams, that this is the top. And because that was mostly here, and that Bitcoin has already topped out, and that the bear market is starting again, which in my opinion is completely wrong. But since a while we have seen a very big green candle, a very big momentum here for the Bitcoin chart, and I think we see it better in the weekly. So we are going back for the weekly. We see better that that we are still in this kind of bull flag situation. Here we see it very good. Let me just open this a little bit more. And that we actually bounced here on the lower end of this flag. And I think this is a very bullish move. Let's see how it plays out in terms of, every flag is a downtrend until it's not, right? So we could be coiling up, we could be breaking out here to the upside. Definitely a possibility. If we are breaking to the upside, we have a very bullish target, which would also coincide with something that I've shown you in the videos or in the last Bitcoin video. But if you would just take the flag pole here and put this where this flag is, or actually I have to check if I'm not on logarithmic, but I think I'm not. So technically then you would get a target of 112k or so in the most bullish sense. If you though take maybe a little bit less of a flagpole here, not until the absolute wick down, and you put this in here, then you're getting a more realistic target of 103k. But nonetheless, if we would consider this a bull flag, then this would be the target to the upside, right? So far, we can say, hey, is that the only thing that implies such a target to us? No, it's not. As I've mentioned in my latest video for Bitcoin, we're seeing something else in the charts. And that is this year, the stochastic RSI is doing a bullish cross, and after bullish cross every time, the stochastic RSI is going up. That means the momentum is going up. And every time that we have such a bullish cross, as you can see here in the chart, so here see the bullish cross where we are right now is with this green candle, but the last time that we had this bullish cross, we were going on this big pump, right? So this big pump from the low to the absolute wick high is almost 90%. If you only count the candle bodies, it's 65%. So if we would go from our bullish cross here and just take the lower end and take this green candle with us, and we would go 95%, we would even exceed this flagpole target. But if we go like where the candle bodies are, around 70%, we would exactly reach this target. So this also gives us an implication. And if you would say, okay, but why 70% or so, right? So from here to here, I don't know, 66, 70%, yeah. Also here, last bullish cross before that, basically happening here, and the move to the high going about 70%, 72%. So again, we have a big move here, and then we had another bullish cross on the stochastic RSI on the weekly here, going from down here to up here, 95% move. So every time this happens, we had a very, very big move at our hands. So the question is now, obviously, will we follow up the momentum to the upside or not, right? Yo, PH is owe me that. You have to stay tuned for that. Let's see here. Disclosure Crypto says, could check Garin Network. Oh, the Garin Network guys are back. No thanks. Green Lantern is here and says GM Drive-In will be gone next week. Bella Italia. Oh, cool stuff. I will be in Bella Italia as well. Also from I think from beginning of June. Where are you going? Like more or less region wise. Are you going to north, middle, south? Are you going to Calabria? Greetings to the Italian fam. Also, Felipe is here. Good morning. Was nice seeing you and Green Lantern yesterday at the live stream with Captain Vivi in German. So all of you that are German speaking, check the stream out if you haven't seen it yet. It was a lot of fun. I think I had a lot of fun. I think Captain Vivi had a lot of fun. NFT Hero says, when will they do something with Omi? We are screwed. Let's see. Let's wait and see. But okay, let's talk a little bit more about Bitcoin news. So why do I say institutional FOMO? Morgan Stanley disclosed a 270 million investment in Grayscale Bitcoin ETF, which is very interesting because this is the one with the high fees, right? The Grayscale one. And my theory is, since a longer time, is that actually these companies that already had Grayscale shares, bought it at a discount, are now selling on Grayscale and then buying on another ETF provider, which is which is bullish, because all of the institutions, you see it left and right, the institutions are packing their bags with Bitcoin, and that is the very, very bullish, because if you see more and more institutions, other institutions are basically also seeing that, and then they are like, oh, this guy that I know, I mean, they know each other, right? The CEOs know each other, the owners, the founders, they know each other, so they're like, oh, these friends, they have now Bitcoin, they have disclosed it officially, and I don't, so that's a problem. They talk about why they do that in their networking rounds, right? So you will see that more and more companies are going to move into Bitcoin and will build a position in Bitcoin. And once, especially in the countries that are inflation shaken, you will see companies adopt more and more. And you will even see in companies like Argentina that maybe some of them will even start mining, depending if they have the infrastructure and the energy supply for it. So that is definitely bullish. 270 million is not pocket change. Is a nice start for a company like Morgan Stanley. Overall, cycle-wise, I like the stuff that Plan B brings out, and it kind of supports my theory here that we are mimicking the 2017 cycle more than we mimic the last cycle. And that is because, look at the structure here, the prolonged, very straightened out pre-bull accumulation phase of Bitcoin, and then also the initial of the bull market. Now, according to this chart of the market cycle, we are since 4 months in a real bull market, and that you see that the same style of accumulating these 4 months you see also here, but not here. Here we were straight going up, 4 months of straight going up, and then another 4 months, and then we had this mega dip where we were even already basically some kind of a distribution bear market started, and that is very rare. It seems to me that we are in a cycle like this, and if we would exactly mimic this, we would have every dot is a month, right? So we would then say we have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, another 8 months in front of us until we would top out, and that would be in line with our expectation. That would be January, February. No, actually it would be January 2025 that the Bitcoin price would reach its top if we would just completely copy and mimic this structure here. So technically, with stuff like this, you could just wait until you print the first yellow dot. You wouldn't sell the top, but you would sell close to the top. Here it was a very steep drawdown, so it's not the only thing that we can look at. The Rare Hodler army is pressuring Jordan into subscribing to my channel. Okay. To be fair, I'm also not subscribed to around the Ecomi verse, so maybe we have to come to a mutual agreement. Yeah. But guys, check out Jordan's channel if you haven't yet. That is important. Okay, so why is Bitcoin going to pump more? Because of this here. Because I'm going to put this a little bit to the side so you can see it. Because the Bitcoin that is available is just falling like a rock. Like this is a very, very steep decline, and we're not even there where we really can say from all the indicators in Google Trends and so on that retail is really really filling up their pockets. They aren't. It's all institutions and us that are crypto degenerates. But the big retail wave is not here yet. It's not here yet, but I think the moment that we put in a significant higher all-time high, higher all-time high is where retail is going to go hard on crypto in general, because you saw this in the last cycle when we were going past 50,000 and the euphoria really started, and to go into 60,000, Bitcoin was everywhere. It was across the news. It was everyone talked about Bitcoin. People were shaming Bitcoin when they didn't like it and whatnot, but it was everywhere. Now we are sitting at 65,000 and no one cares. So we're really not in the phase yet where everyone is talking it. Everyone and their little filthy degenerate cousin. No one is talking about it. Not yet. But I think it will come the moment that we are like going to 80 or 90,000. I think that's when people are really taking note. And latestly, where everyone will notice is when the psychological mark of 100,000 will come in. And that requires Bitcoin buying. And if there is a supply shock, these prices will jump up very, very quickly, very, very high. And the institutions, they will keep buying, because we see MicroStrategy is just keeping on buying, right? So yeah, definitely. So I see now there is a Chuck battle going on, or what? PH is, I told him at 2 million market cap, it's at 9 million market cap. That's a 4x better than Omi has done in the last 2 years. Hey Jordan, are you becoming an Omi father? I thought that you were very highly convinced on Omi here, but that may be true, Jordan, with a 4x. But as long as I have stuff in my bag that is up almost 20x, like Render, I cannot say that I should have put funds in a 4x coin that is a meme and that I'm not convinced of. Yeah, that would have been a 15x if you would nail the top. But did you take profits at 32 million? That is the question. Did you sell and take profits, or is this unrealized gains, as I have unrealized losses in Omi? The comparison needs to be equal, and you cannot compare unrealized gains to unrealized losses at the moment. If you want to prove a point, then you should have taken profit at 15x. Yeah, I still like Omi is starting to be an issue. If we get Omi to NFT and it doesn't move at all, we are fucked for the cycle, unless they get Coinbase. Listen, guys. Listen, the altcoin cycle, this is where everyone is wrong. Just because we had a pump, and just because some meme coins are firing, that doesn't mean that we are anywhere close to an altcoin season. We're going to discuss this. We can discuss it right now. We should discuss it right now, because I think we're completely wrong here. Look at this. Do you see this? This is the Bitcoin dominance. This Bitcoin dominance has just put in such and guys, I really have to say this now. I literally said this would happen in the last streams. I literally said this would happen when we were going on this retest, that we will pump again, that we will bounce here, and that we will pump again for Bitcoin season. The problem with Omi is not a problem of that the altcoin season or so, that the complete sector will miss it out. If we will have a problem with Omi, it will also not be, hey, is there Omi to NFT or not? It will be a mere problem of, are we on enough exchanges, and will the whales how soon will the whales dump their millions and millions and billions of OMI? That will be the case. Now, first of all, we are not in an altcoin season, not even close. We are in an absolute massive Bitcoin season. Look at this. Look at how Bitcoin is on like dominance on a parabolic move. Like collectively, if you had something like an altcoin ETF and where just random altcoins are in, you would have lost against Bitcoin. Yes, there are altcoins that are winning against Bitcoin. Quite a ton. But with this retracement in the altcoins, it's not that anymore. Because if you're looking at Bitcoin, yeah, and you say, okay, we are up from the absolute bottom 330%. That is a 4x as well. So you wouldn't have needed Chuck for a 4x. You could have just bought Bitcoin at the bottom, right? I mean, let's just say you don't buy it at the bottom, you bought it here, right? That's still a 3x. There are many altcoins that did not yet a 3x. Even blue chips like Chainlink, they were available at $7 at the absolute bottom, if I recall it right, and now they're sitting at $12. So technically, that would have been a bad investment. You would have just bought Bitcoin instead. And now you could roll Bitcoin into altcoins. That's the hard reality. Yes, there are a couple of altcoins that in a trade, in a non-permanent move, made me a higher access. And by the way, I made, because of you guys, of community, I made a nice profit. I made a 6x? I made a 6x with Myro. Yeah, because when it was super up, somewhere at 15 or 16 cents, I just sold it. Yeah, it doubled again after that. I didn't hit the top, not even close, but I did a nice return. The only thing is you have to really sell it when it is green, parabolic, and absolutely up, right? And Jordan, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying that you did the wrong decision. On the contrary, I hope that you just do a killing with Chuck, right? I hope. It's just not for me, right? As Myro was not a hold for me. I really don't need another separate community or so, right? But that's just me. Listen, the Bitcoin dominance is on the rise, and the overhead resistance for Bitcoin dominance is coming in somewhere here, yeah, at 58 to 60%. It doesn't look much, but let me just refresh so I can draw here. But if the Bitcoin dominance goes up another 2%, yeah, that is massive. And that would mean that, and this will be our rally, most likely. Maybe it goes up another 4%. We see this here, Bitcoin dominance going up somewhere until here. And then we will see, and then maybe it goes like this, and then it will collapse. And that is where all our altcoin gains will be made. Yeah, if you're not a trader, then you can do it in between with trades and so on, but it is more risky, right? But here, this altcoin season, this is where the entirety of gains was made, where people became absolutely filthy rich. I'm not supposed to say filthy rich because we want to be rich. So nicely rich, right? Nicely rich. But here we go. So we really have a breakout here, and it could go pretty high with a massive Bitcoin rally. And this is also, you have to think about the psychology of how this works. So you have people sitting in altcoins, and the altcoins where people are sitting in profit, people can take the profit, roll it into Bitcoin if they are traders, because they see, Bitcoin, let's say the trader is sitting here and he's looking at this Bitcoin bull flag and he has a target like me. So he's just waiting for a break and a confirmation, and then he takes the altcoin profits and rolls it into Bitcoin here, writes it up, puts it back. That's what the trader does. But what does that cause? What does that cause in the short term? It causes that this altcoin goes down and bleeds into Bitcoin. And this is why when Bitcoin rallies in this early stages of the bull market, or in the early stages of the parabolic market, the altcoins cannot keep up, because every time the altcoins come into profit and there is something where Bitcoin is very likely breaking higher, people just take the profits from the altcoins from the early stage, roll it into Bitcoin, because they know they can still roll when Bitcoin dominance tops out at some point, or looks like topping out. They can still roll their profits into altcoins, and they would still make a killing. The only thing that matters is that if Bitcoin dominance is going up or not, and this is why I like to be in Bitcoin with over 50% in this stage of the market, and then maybe I will roll something into altcoins later. Just my personal opinion. Let's see here, BTC to 500k this cycle. I don't know if 500k is a realistic target. I would say between 150 and 250k is more realistic. Felipe says, I can play Lotto instead of investing in Chuck. That would be the same. Yeah, it is kind of the same, only that you have some control over when you are going to take some profits out of the game. I would say that with every meme coin, the lottery is more like it's more unpredictable when the rally ends than with a normal altcoin, and it's more unpredictable if the meme coin will still do well in an altcoin season, because in a real true altcoin season, then mostly the projects with big fundamentals and large communities are doing better. So I would say if I see this kind of collapse and OMI still doesn't move, then I will say, okay, we have a problem, Houston. Yeah. Well, I want to be filthy rich, no problem, PH. Hey, if that is a definition of being very rich, then yeah, me too. The only thing is that from a money psychology of having a positive attitude towards money, I'm just saying that the word filthy together with rich is not the same psychological impact, if you know what I mean. That's cool. I come back in 3 months and we will chat. Yeah, sure. Let me know. I think that you have seen it. I mean, what happened to Chuck was probably a warning shot fired, in my opinion. There was a whale that dumped, on the rest, and it's just an expression in a hard form of what's going to. You have to be one of the first to go out. The second and third place, they will walk away with less profit. Fourth and fifth place will have even less profit, and so on, right? And at some point, there needs to be someone holding all those bags. And make sure it's not you. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, because I mean, also in the OMI token, there are a lot of bag holders right now. Yeah, that did not sell when they were up 10x. Yeah, this is a little bit. I mean, what Trucking Hank says. You can in crypto. It's always like that, right? After you dump on everyone you're told to buy. Look. Technically, we can say that about everyone. I mean, I'm making videos about buying Bitcoin. If I take profit, I dump on the people that I told to buy. The question is, will there be more to Chuck? Where people that have the bag can benefit from it? Will there be more value to Chuck? Will there be something that goes beyond maybe building in the next cycle? Is there a roadmap? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. And I'm not against Chuck, by the way. It's absolutely cool if there is a community that's being built where people like each other and they build a project, and maybe Chuck gets utility at the currency in, let's say, in a whatever crypto project, right? I mean, there was this charity thing. Maybe they built something with this. I don't know. No idea. Um, but the game in crypto is dumping on the rest before they can dump on you. That's the game in crypto. Only that you constantly have new inflow of new people and then some longer holders and so on. That's, by the way, because some people are like, oh, and that is the definition of a Ponzi scheme. Guys, that is the same with gold and with stocks and with everything else, right? So you like is Nvidia. Why are you in Nvidia with, like, let's say you hold Nvidia stocks and now the AI trend, big pump, whatever. So you sell your Nvidia stock to the next person that comes in and is bullish on Nvidia. So you're dumping on the next guy, right? Literally. Yeah, I sold some stocks as well right now because I think just that crypto can perform way better than stocks. I still hold stocks, but I like dividend stocks. But still, when I am a couple of 100% in the profit, I want to sell and lock in my profits. So I'm going to dump on the next guy. This is just the way that crypto works. The problem with this is that many people are not aware that it works that way. Listen, I want to sell OMI in a profit. That's why we are here. Yeah, I want to use some of my OMI at some point as well, but for like OMI to NFT, right? Manuel Garcia says, I think there is a big risk in meme coins if the SEC starts cracking on altcoins. Why? Because actually the meme coins are pretty honest with what they are doing. Other than that, the ICO thing is generally a problem, maybe. I think that in general, launching a coin as a US citizen is a very big problem. Because you never know, I don't know, if you're not a legal expert, you probably don't know where you're breaking or not breaking the law, especially if you are promoting your own coin on social media, right? That I think if you're the creator of a coin and you're promoting your own coin and then you're selling your own coin, that is a big problem, right? In especially in the US. But I'm not a legal expert in that sense, so I cannot really say that. The SEC, we will see, because there is something big for altcoins. I've prepared this also here for you guys. Look, for example, here we have an altcoin, right? Chainlink. And Chainlink is in a very, very big institutional adoption right now. So, for example, we see this here. Chainlink is processing 2+ quadrillion annually dollars. 2+, we're not even talking trillions. We're talking the size of several gross domestic products here, of countries, is what they are processing. The Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation is the premier post-trade market infrastructure. It provides clearing, settlement, asset servicing, data management, trade reporting around millions of security transactions each day. Chainlink is a real powerhouse. Look at this. This is the DTCC, what was just mentioned. Look at the participating firms here with Chainlink. American Trust Custody, American Century Investments, BNY Mellon, Edward Jones, Franklin Templeton, they have their own ETF, Invesco, JP Morgan, MFS, State Street, US Bank. Guys, if the SEC cracks down on altcoins, Chainlink, where these firms are partnering with, investing in, which processes $2 quadrillion, would be gone. Because they had their token ICO, they have staking mechanisms for validator nodes and so on. They have everything that you can wish for and that the SEC says is an unregistered security. They have everything. I cannot believe that with this size of a project, the SEC has another choice but make it somehow that this type of altcoin is going to be approved. And the other side is, who's controlling who's controlling the country? Financial big asset managers, institutions, lobbyists. They're going to control how a regulation is going to work, and they will get what they want. BlackRock wanted Bitcoin ETF. It happened. The asset manager, they wanted Bitcoin ETF. BlackRock filed for Ethereum ETF. That doesn't mean that it's going to be approved right now, because we need to see first the whole back and forth, and we need to see first that they are all taking the staking aspect out of the Ethereum ETFs. But maybe next year, maybe into altcoin season, they might be approving it. But if the SEC collectively would ban everything that is altcoins, like Ethereum has staking, has a right. So and yeah, exactly, Jordan. ETF next week, potentially not, probably not. But there is still a chance that they would just approve it. But as Doctor of Stuff pointed out to me in our discussion here in Munich correctly, he said there is not enough back and forth like we saw it between the asset managers and the SEC pre-Bitcoin ETF approval, where it was like every week there was like, oh, make an amendment here, put something else in the text, and this needs to change, and here's a I think we didn't even see any stage like fee announcements, which we had like around the ETF approval, where they had the battle of swearing down with the fees. So maybe we don't get it just yet. Maybe we don't get it yet, right? But I think there will be another try, and I think that, so these asset managers, why do they want to have these financial products? Because the market is a multi-trillion-dollar market in the bull market, and they want to capitalize on the fees, and they want to have these assets under management. They want to be the ones, not Binance or whatever. They want to be the ones. They will select Coinbase as the custodian, because Coinbase has made the big, huge leap into the US market, and Binance had to, actually it's Binance, right? But Binance had to come out of the market here. I think that is what's happening. Yeah, August is BlackRock's deadline, right? That'll be it. Yeah, but the problem is if the SEC rejects on 23rd, now the one of is that Fidelity, or who is the first one? All the others will be rejected as well, and then there will be a whole nother process starting again, a whole nother approval cycle. But listen, let's just take some of the projects here, like Chainlink and like Ethereum. It's kind of a big too big to forbid situation here for all of that, in my opinion. That is, in my opinion, what's happening. So you have to buy the whole set. Okay, let's talk about that in a second. I just wanted to quickly take a look with you on the altcoins, because we had the part about the Bitcoin season, and now we have the altcoins in comparison, and you see that the altcoins, they're just flat, right? But if Bitcoin starts to really rally hard now, we could see that the altcoins are going with it, and without outperforming it. So even if, let's say Bitcoin goes up like 10% in a couple of days, and the altcoins go up 7%, you would still see Bitcoin dominance rise, and you would still have altcoin profits, just not the way that altcoin season is, right? So you would have everything go up, and then boom, you get an altcoin season, right, where it really rallies hard. And this is, I mean, we are in a weekly chart here, but also here, look at that. In the stochastic RSI of the entire altcoin market cap, we just had a bullish cross on the stochastic RSI. So the altcoins could be going, whoopsies, going into a bigger move here. we don't want that. Yeah, there we go. The altcoins could go into a bigger move here as well very, very soon. But this can take a while. You see this here, right? This can take a while. We really need to, after this bullish cross, come into this blue zone here. So this for the altcoins. Now let's look at our favorite altcoin that is trapped between the whales. Ecomi. Refresh all the charts. Also, Ecomi has a bullish cross in the RSI, in the stochastic RSI. Yeah, and at this level, this only happened 3 times on this level before, and all 3 times marked the bottom for Ecomi and a move and a return move to the upside. And by the way, referring to Jordan's 4x on a meme coin or something, had you traded OMI like the whales did, you would have had 2 100%ers here already, and then go back down and all reaccumulate again. I'm just saying, like this would be the same. I expect the same move with this stochastic RSI going into positive momentum. I'm expecting the same move to the upside as we saw here, and as we saw here, and as we saw here, basically. So you see here, bullish cross, sideways consolidation, and then boom. Again, bullish cross, yeah, bullish cross. Here, double bottom basically, bullish move. I expect this to happen again, and let's say so this is what I expect to happen for OMI. And up from here, this is my wish for Ecomi, but I cannot say that that this consolidation is over just because we're going to knock on the upper resistance one more time. But it gets more likely if we're coiling up, we're testing this again, that we would have somewhat of a breakout here. We could also go back down and do another round in this accumulation range. I want to show to you something, because I mean, if you're taking this, like, keep a picture in mind of this part here. Keep a picture in mind of this area here, from here to here, this area. And now let me pull up the Chainlink chart. And I'm not saying that Ecomi is as cool as Chainlink, but structure-wise, I want to show to you something. Structure-wise, I want to show something to you. Look at that. So after the bear market, Chainlink did this. Bounce, 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 bounce. And then final, after, if you take this wick here, after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tests, breakout. Okay. Now, there's one difference. This is slightly falling, and at Ecomi it's flat. But you could technically argue that you have a similar structure here, and you have bounce, 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 hopefully breakout, right? Just saying. For Chainlink, this happened months ago, this breakout. For Ecomi, maybe yet to happen. If we go back, the only thing that we cannot have is a significant break. I'm not talking about wicks, but not a significant break to the downside and then start putting in something else like a bear market trough or so. Then that would be really bad. But with the momentum shift here, with the indicator being ready on the weekly, I would say there is a good chance that Ecomi is going back up again. Maybe driven by new user inflow after the next week's drops. So you have to buy the whole set to, okay, Blackpink, 2,500 for complete set. Yeah, that's crazy, but fans are crazy. And it's not for, this is the problem. Everyone that is on Veve, because they are bullish on Veve in general, thinks that they have the obligation or the right or somehow an incentive to buy that stuff, right? And then they're sitting there and like, $2,500. Guys, if you don't want to spend that money, don't. Just don't. Just skip this whole thing and go on with your lives. There's no problem with that, in my opinion. But there will be, I assure you, there will be hundreds of people that are going to complete this set. There will be people that are going to buy everything and maybe even multiples, and that are going to forge the golden statue of whatever Blackpink you can find, and the pink one, and I don't know what. They will do that. Such as there are people that are spending $3,500 on an animated Necronomicon, the book, right, of Cthulhu, with a special mint. Yeah, it depends. If 2,500 is just nothing for you and you like the stuff, wait, why not? I want to show you something here also. Let's just look at the bare and blank and naked analysis. The fact of the matter is, let's maybe refresh this. The fact of the matter is that whales are accumulating. And this cannot be ignored. Because usually if a project has no future and is dead, fine, now I refreshed and the number doesn't show up here, but here we see it. Daily net accumulation is up by a lot. It's almost double, right? Listen, the Chainlink that I showed you, this is a whale accumulation phase, right? This is a whale accumulation / whale trading range. It will eventually break out to either one side, and very likely to the upside, with everything that we know is going to happen to the crypto market. And this here is a whale accumulation. And if you look at the vault value, it's going also like this. If you don't buy anything extra, if you don't have anything extra, and if you're just looking at your vault value, it's more or less sideways since months. So my vault value without the Ecomi logo was between $6,000 and $7,000 for at least 6 months now. Back and forth. A little bit more, a little bit less. Sometimes it reached 8K and then it went back. In my opinion, if you would chart out the vault value of an average user, it would look like this. Like a whale accumulation. Look at the whales, let's see the signs. Yeah. Top 100 collectors. Bezosman, heading to 50,000. Purchased 232 collectibles. Second place, 109. But look down here. There are some people coming up. For a while ago, when we made these analysis almost daily, and by the way, you cannot see it, so let me get myself out of the picture. Oh, not that way out of the picture. Ah, man, I need to have this frame here in place, guys. There you go. So where can I put myself to? Yeah, I put myself out of the picture. Let's do it like this. So listen, look at this guy. He minted 16, purchased almost 700 collectibles in 1 week. I mean, this could be only $700 and $1 comics. I doubt it, so probably it's more. But when we were analyzing a VVX tracker on an almost daily basis, we had not even 10 people in the 10K collectible range. Now we're closer to getting to the top 20 being all in the 10,000. So I think there's a couple 1-2 months, and then we will probably have that. Also according to what we're seeing here, there's almost no one selling, despite this guy. He's selling 21 collectibles. We don't know exactly why or who that is. I don't know, at least. But sometimes there's rebalancing going on. We know that Brock McBlockchain is selling his stuff. We also don't know the exact reasons for that. But if you're looking inside of this top 100 behavior, you see slow accumulation happening. You see also some people selling some stuff. I'm curious if the selling, most people will stop once Blackpink is there. Maybe it's just freeing up some funds right now to then ape hard into Blackpink secondary market. We will see. But what I'm seeing is this. I'm seeing the signs of them continuing to add to their collections. Let's see here. Let's see the chat a little bit more. Jordan, it's a matter of when, not if. Omi will moon when no one is expecting. I literally have a video on this. We just need a big US exchange. I think they can't do it till that stupid lawsuit is over with Big Ben. Yeah, I hope there is a date to that at some point. Lawsuits will come to an end eventually. If it ends this year, that's super bullish. If that happens, I might buy more Omi again. Yeah, I don't know. So for me, it's not even about lawsuit or not with Omi. It's more about portfolio balance, right? I said this yesterday on Captain Vive's stream as well. For me, it's like Omi should not have, in my opinion, Omi shouldn't have more than 10% of my portfolio. That's my rule. And on the other side, I want to have a big portion of Bitcoin, like close to 50%. That also makes it so that my portfolio cannot go like 100x because Bitcoin will be too slow and be dragging, but at least the other portion of the portfolio can do it. But on the other side, if Omi is a total loss, then it's only 10% of the entire portfolio, and probably some other altcoins will make up for it, right? Whereas if you're all in Omi and something goes wrong, that's a problem. By the way, guys, make sure to smash up the like button right now here for this morning stream if you enjoy it. It would help me a lot. And the discussion is hot, as it seems. Any thoughts on the prices of the golden versions of Blackpink drop? Thinking of going for them. So you're thinking about going on secondary? I think they will be beyond 1,000 gems. I personally believe. Maybe in the very beginning when everyone crafts to flip, they might be a little bit lower. But maybe I'm wrong on this. But they are like 300 of those. So they're like a golden moment with only 300 editions. I could see them at 1,000 gems. Brock has gone all in the Farcaster project, probably selling to buy their token. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that is true. I don't know which project it is, to be honest. Vive is just too expensive and makes no sense to buy. Yeah, that is maybe a thing, like also a little bit of thinking in the bear market, in my opinion. It all looks too expensive and so on. We will see. We will see what happens in the next days. I'm pretty bullish on the overall development. The reason for this is that Blackpink is coming now. If they were just hovering around with their stuff and then in a bull, like in a parabolic run, drop Blackpink, then I would say, oh, that's their only big partnership. This is why they're dropping them now. But the fact that they drop Blackpink into this sentiment right now implies to me that they have more of this big banger stuff. Rain is very probably right, but he's not always right. I hope he is still holding a lot of Omi. Yeah, we all hope that Rain is right. And I mean, I have to always give credit to one thing right here. However ridiculous I think Rain's prediction is, Rain is more successful than me financially, and therefore I am inclined to consider seriously what he is saying, right? I still can come to the conclusion that I don't think that this will happen, but and also he's just, Rain said he sees a possibility if everything goes right for $100 to $200 billion market cap for Omi. I personally don't think that this is going to happen, but if everything does right, hey, billions of market cap possible in my opinion. Now, I think why this sounds so unrealistic is because everyone is expecting that not everything will go right, and therefore they see a 0 chance probability for such a prediction. However, I know that Rain has made a killing on several altcoins and does very deep research, and as I said, is financially and in crypto way more successful than I am. So I'm inclined to listen to this opinion and take it into consideration. right? So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, that is that is completely that is everything that he sees in Omi is discardable, right? I'm not going to do that. Katsohi, will Blackpink sell out? $2,000 would make sense because it's so expensive to buy them. Not the commons and uncommons or rares. Only the UR will sell out. Commons have no value. So the commons they will sell, will they sell out? It depends. If the secondary market shows strength and people can flip a common even if it's only short term, then they might be selling out. Overall, I think the first drop day, it might sell out. I'm definitely going to try to go for an ultra rare. I think if once the ultra rares are gone, the rares also will sell quite a bit because they are necessary for the sets. But they have high additional. What I don't understand, I would have made all of them the same edition number, so that way, you kind of have to buy them all and speculate that you can flip them if you want to flip them, right? But on the other hand, it's like this collector thing. You have to have different scarcities and rarities. But yeah, I don't know. I think I would try something out if I was Vivi on stuff like this, with like making all the same edition size. So then you would almost guarantee that they sell out. What I'm very interested in, guys, is how the user growth will develop with the first drop day. Will we see a spike? So for example, from yesterday to today, we literally didn't grow any wallets. So here we grew 12 wallets and then no wallets yesterday. So maybe everyone on hold. Yeah, we will see definitely how many people signed up over the course of these drops. Every new wallet that gets something on the drop will show up on the Mutual scan. And what we're going to see latestly by 4th of June, we will see all the total number of sign-ups, because they will all have been, so at least everyone who clicked for the free collectible and that has 0 collectibles until then will get an airdrop into the wallet, and therefore we will see probably a spike like this from all the sign-ups. I know that there are a lot of people that are speculating on thousands of users. If we get 1,000 users from this drop, I would be very happy. And I'm talking about like 1,000 users that are coming in and that are staying. Common will resell for 10 gems in a week. If the common goes for 10 gems, I'm definitely going to buy. I don't think the common will go for 10 gems. I think if it's on 40, the common will not go below 20. Do you all really think Blackpink is not going to sell out? Vivi users alone will eat up like nothing. The golden secret rare has to be worth 2,500. Yeah, but we saw that before, that with the animation desk, that just because you crafted for a dollar amount of X, you still see people selling below. So here's what I think. So we had Wolverine at 3,000 editions and it sold out. So, and Wolverine is, I would argue, not of the same magnitude as this Blackpink drop. It is a very big character, not going to lie, but the fan base of Wolverine is probably lower than the fan base of Blackpink. Now, is that fan base here? We will see. We don't know. But I think that there is potential for, I mean, these edition numbers now, they are like, let me go to the VV. Let me go to the VV article here. Oh, is that only for one collect? Okay, but here we see it. Okay, so the common is close to the number of Wolverine and is 10 gems cheaper. Okay, that's the common. So the difference here is 500 editions. So I think probably... Oh, by the way, this one is 60. So okay, so the more scarce they are, oh, sorry, you can't see that. My bad. Sorry for that. The more scarce they are, the more expensive they are, it seems. So this one's 45, and then so the scarcity goes low, but the price increases. So here you have to pay 20 more gems. I didn't see that. I thought they are all 40 gems. But maybe you have some people that are like, oh, I just want to have one of each. And then there should, you know what should be there? Something like a cross set. That you can have the set in the rarities, or that you also get a full set if you have each common, that you get a full set for that, right? If you have one common of each and you have the Blackpink band together, right? That you then get a full set. This would be something that they should do. That it's kind of get to, and also this, I wish this was also a thing for comics, that if you have one of each rarity in comics, that you then get a full set. You need all 4 cards to get the golden secret rare, or am I wrong? I think... Yeah, I think so, right? So let me see. So the Jenny Pink Venom card is a craft, right? It's premium digital name front and her signature on the back. This must have limited edition collectible card, celebrates new era of Blackpink fandom. The craft of this card, you must hold all 4 digital collectibles in the Jenny Pink Venom series. So yeah, there is 2003. So there's more commons than you can craft the card, right? So there is 500 commons that you don't need. So and then the Pink Silver craft. Holders of the Jenny Pink Venom card will be eligible to participate in a craft to purchase event. So here, there is, for each girl, there is a pink silver that you can craft. And then also a gold silver. So as it seems to me, you're able to craft one of each of these girls. So you only need one card, right? Keep the card or use it to craft one secret rare Jenny Pink Venom statue for 20 gems. The Jenny Pink Venom card will be burned during the craft to purchase process, meaning you will only be able to craft once per card and both store and market purchases are eligible. So every card gives you the option. So you have to complete the set of one girl only. And then you can craft this girl in gold and silver. That's what I understand from this. If we get like 20 plus new Veve users from Korea, 20k plus, sorry, not 20 plus, then they release anime that would flow well, absolutely, 100%. Okay, 240 x4 plus 80. Get more agents in the release. Yeah, release Pokemon, absolutely. Wait, how much is the card to SR? So the craft price for SR is 20 gems, and the pink one is also 20 gems. That's 40. So you have 40 here on the craft, and then so let's do the math here. So the crafting the card is 0. Crafting the card is 0. That's for free. So, but you have, let's get the calculator up here. Let's get the calculator in here. So you have 40 for the common plus 5 plus 50 plus 60. 195 is what one set plus a card cost. And then you have plus 20 for the pink and plus 20 for the golden is 235. And then this whole time times 4. In my calculation, it's 940 to get all to get the full deal. I don't know how you guys reached. Maybe there's the light stick and the what is it called? The thing where they're dancing on. But as far as I am concerned, or according to my calculations, only 940. Or am I completely wrong here? It's 195 for the girls plus 40 for the you would that's right, you need 2 cards to burn to get both pink and gold. That's right. Okay. So then you need 195 times 2 to get 2 cards plus 40 and do that 4 times. 1,720. Still don't get to the 2,400 something. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have the type of money here to drop into Blackpink, and definitely I'm going to leave that to all the Blackpink people. You can only get either the gold or pink statue because you need to burn the card. Yeah, but you can buy a card from secondary. You can buy a card from secondary. It says here. Pink Venom card will be burned, meaning you will only be able to craft once per card. And both store and market purchase are eligible. So you can get both. Yeah, I think, what's up with the stage? Curious if it has something special about it. I think the stage animates them because David said something like, you put them all on the stage and they will perform for you. Exactly, Katsohi. That could happen because you can have 850. You can have 2,000 cards, but there's only so many. There's only 850 plus 340. So it could happen that you build the card and gold is already sold out. That can happen. So in my opinion, if you make this calculation, you really reach the point where you say it costs 500 gems or so to do all of that, and the cards get burned and whatnot. And also think about that the cards, they have the signature. So to a Blackpink fan, the card in itself is probably valuable. So technically, you would, as a Blackpink fan, you want the gold, the pink, the card of each of these characters. And that ultimately will make it very, very scarce. If you just buy the cards, then you have to buy 4 cards times 2 if you want pink and gold. You have to buy 8 cards. So one person has to buy 8 cards to get the pink and the gold of each of these characters. Yeah, the card should be worth more or less what the gold or the pink is going to be worth, right? And I think, so if you're just, I'd probably just wait and see what the price is and then go on secondary. But I think, and I think this is where almost everything will sell out, because the flippers, they will go for building a set fast, craft the card, and then sell the card, because the card is still a gamble on a mint number, on a golden or whatever, right? So people have to act fast to get the card, and then they will craft, or maybe they go fast for the golden and then try to sell the golden with profit. How can you get more than 1,140 cards? Says one for set. Yeah, that is absolutely true. How many cards? 2,390 cards, but you only can have a full set. So why is there more cards? Okay, just buy the gold statue and skip everything. Yeah, probably. Yeah, there shouldn't be more than 1,140 cards. That's right. Wait, let's see again. You must hold all of. Oh, but it says, listen, I know how. Someone can craft the card because the collectible doesn't get burned. Someone can craft the card and then sell the ultra rare in the market. Someone else buys the ultra rare and crafts another card until the cards are gone. That's how you do it. So, and with this, they ensure that the collectibles are being traded to craft the cards. Right? So you get everything on drop, you craft a card, and then you sell your collectibles, someone else buys them. I fear, I'm not sure, but I fear this might be very complicated for new users. Why do we the hell do we want? Yeah, we don't. We don't, but it's still interesting to theorize about this stuff, right? Because it's an interesting mechanic and interesting thoughts behind this. Yeah. So I think that's how you do it. But anyways, guys, I have to jump. Make sure to smash up the like button. We had around 30 people here going over Ecomi, Veve, Bitcoin, whatever, crypto, and so on. It was a very fun stream here at Crypto Morning Coffee. Thank you for that. Thank you for your discussion and participation. I really enjoyed this morning. This might be one of the longest Crypto Morning Coffees that I just made. This is 1 hour and 15 minutes. So probably people will get mad at me again that I did such a long stream. But anyways, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on. Check out my videos. And wherever you are on the world, have a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon.